Today's session is revision of the next content, that is polygon filling algorithm. Polygon filling algorithm means there is a process of filling a fixed area or a region. A region may be defined at pixel level or at geometric level. In this polygon filling algorithm, there are two different levels, that is pixel level and the geometric level. In the pixel level, there is a type, that is seed fill algorithm, and in seed fill algorithm there are two types. First one is the boundary fill and second one is the flood fill. And in geometric level there is only one algorithm, that is Cannon filling algorithm. Then the boundary fill algorithm. The boundary fill algorithm is the method. In this method, edges of the polygons are drawn, then starting with some seed, and any point inside the polygon we examine the neighboring pixel to check whether the boundary pixel is reached. In this boundary fill algorithm, there is a polygon. We first find out the some pixel which are inside the polygon, and then after that we find out the neighboring pixel and examine this neighboring pixel to check whether the boundary pixel is reached or not. If the boundary pixel are not reached, then pixels are highlighted and the process is continued until the boundary pixel are reached. Okay, we have to check the pixel is the boundary pixel or not, and if the boundary pixel is the boundary pixel, then we have to stop to fill the polygon. Okay, in this boundary fill algorithm, boundary defines the region, and this region may be 4 connected and 8 connected region. If a region is 4 connected, then every pixel in this region may be reached by combination moves in only 4 directions. And second one, 8 connected means if the region is 8 connected, then every pixel in the region may be reached by the combination of moves in 2 horizontal, 2 vertical and 4 diagonal directions. So here is a 4 connected region. This one is a seed pixel, and we have to fill the neighboring pixel. In 4 connected region, we have to find out the neighboring pixel, that is in 4 connected we have find out left, right, up and down. There is only four neighboring pixels we have to find out, and in 8 connected we have find out the 2 horizontal, 2 vertical and 4 diagonal pixels. Here in this diagram, we fill this diagram by using 4 connected. Then we firstly find out the inside pixel, which is seed pixel. This one is the seed pixel, and we find out the neighboring 4 connected pixel, that is left, right, up and down. Then after that we find out the next seed pixel. This one is the next seed pixel, and then find out the neighboring, that is left, right, up and down pixel. Then after that, suppose this one is the seed pixel, then we find out in 4 connected region, left, right, up and down, the 4 connected pixel we are find out. But in this pixel we find out these 2 pixels are the boundary pixel, and that's why we have to stop to fill the color to in this region. Okay, but this region remains not coloring, or this region does not fill. So by using 8 connected we have filled this region, okay, not the 4 connected. So if we use 8 connected, then suppose this one is the seed pixel, and we find out the 8 connected region. So 2 horizontal, 2 vertical, and we find out the 4 diagonal. So 4 diagonal means this is diagonal, this one, and here is the next diagonal pixel. Okay, so we find out this region pixel and fill the region with the help of 8 connected, implemented the 8 connected pixel. Okay, then next one, the algorithm of the boundary fill. Here is the boundary fill algorithm. There is one condition, that is if get pixel xy is not equal to boundary color and get pixel xy is not equal to fill color. The pixel which is seed pixel, and this seed pixel not is the boundary color pixel and this pixel is not the fill color pixel. If this condition is true, then we have to go to utilize these 4 conditions or 4 statement. Boundary fill x plus 1 by x, y plus 1, x minus 1 by x, y minus 1. Here this one is the x and y seed pixel coordinate, and this is the x plus 1 by x minus 1 by x, y plus 1 and x, y minus 1. Okay, this statement, by using this statement we have to fill the boundary, we have to fill the polygon using the boundary fill algorithm. Okay, the next one is a flood fill algorithm. In this flood fill algorithm, like the boundary fill algorithm, this algorithm also begins with seed point, which must be surely inside the polygon. Okay, so in this flood fill algorithm, we have find out the pixel which is inside the polygon, and this one is the seed pixel. Now instead of checking the boundary color pixel, we have checked whether the pixel is having polygon original color or not. If the pixel is polygon original color, then we have to replace this original color by a new color. Okay, and here is the algorithm of the flood fill algorithm. There is condition, that is if old color is not equal to new color. The old color, if the old color is a boundary color, then we replace this old color by a new color, and this one is the region, that is 4 connected, and this one is the 8 connected region algorithm. Okay, so comparison between boundary fill algorithm and flood fill algorithm is, the main basic comparison is, in flood fill algorithm it can have an area containing several colors. In boundary fill algorithm, it defines the area with a single color. Second parameter is the memory conjunctions. In flood fill algorithm, there is high, and boundary fill algorithm low. Speed comparatively slower, and in boundary fill algorithm there is speed is fast. The fourth parameter is algorithm complexity. Flood fill algorithm simple relatively, and boundary fill algorithm is complicated. So next point is the scanline algorithm. In scanline algorithm, for each scanline crossing a polygon, the area fill algorithm locates the intersection point of the scanline with the polygon edges. These intersection points are then sorted from left to right. Here is the figure. We have to draw the scanline and then find out the intersection point, that is the scanline intersect or crossing the boundary of the polygon, and we find out this crossing or intersecting points, and after that this point is paired from left to right. Okay, so this diagram 6, 9 is one pair, and 12 and 15 is one pair, and we have to fill this area and this area. Okay, by using the paired or by using this intersection point, pairing intersection point. Then next one is there is a one condition, that is if the point lie on the same side of the scanline, then point in question count as an even number of the intersection, and the opposite side there is a single number of the intersection. This is, suppose this is a this one is a scanline and this is the point. Okay, this is the vertex, and in this vertex the two edges which lie on the same side of this scanline, then count it is an even, that is 1, 2 and 3, 4. If this vertex, the two edges are in opposite side of this scanline, then the count it is an single intersection, that is 1, 2 and 2, 3. Okay, so there is another point of this scanline filling algorithm, that when we are moving from Ymax to Ymin, every time we are decreasing y by 1, as the distance between two scanline is 1. Here we fill the polygon from B to A. Okay, there is Ymax to Ymin, means we start the filling the polygon from Ymax to up to the Ymin, and we draw the scanline all over the polygon. Okay, so starting from Ymax there is a y2, and at the every time we are decreasing the y value by 1, that is y2 minus 1, y2 minus 2, and that's fine. Okay, and so on. And there is a find the y value, but finding the x coordinate by using this equation, that is x new is equal to x old plus 1 upon m. Here is another diagram. We are finding the intersection of the scanline with every edge of the polygon, intersection of the scanline with every edge of the polygon. Find out the intersection point with both the edges, the selected edges, suppose AB and BC, AB and BC. Then they join these two intersection points by solid line and continue. Okay, again decrease y by 1 and find new intersection point by those edges till one of the edge gets over. Means if this edge gets over, we find out the next edge, that is this one edge, and find out the two edges intersection point of the two edges. Okay, in this diagram we only fill the area which is inside the polygon, and P1 and P2 and P3 and P4, this region is inside the polygon, but in P2 and P3 this one is the outside of the polygon. So that's why we count it as an P1 and P2 and P3 and P4. Okay, then next point is the character generation method. In the character generation method, usually characters are generated by the hardware, but we can generate the characters by software also. There is 3 methods. First one is Stokes, second bitmap, and third one is the starburst method. In Stokes method, also called as a vector character generation method. By using these 3 methods, we generate the character to our computer. Okay. In Stokes method, there are some built-in functions, and by using this built-in function, we draw or we generate a character in our computer. And there is some commands, that is built-in function. If we draw a character, suppose we draw the a character, there is built-in functions that line. By using line function, we draw the a character. Okay. In Stokes method, here is diagram. We start from here, and there is a first way, then second. Sorry, there is a start. There is a first way, second, third and fourth, and here is a character is completed. Okay. Then second method is the bitmap method. In this bitmap method, there is by using matrix we have drawn some characters by using array of the matrix, and in this bitmap method, by using array we have drawn some characters. Okay, here is the width and height of the array, and by using this array we have drawn a character, and by using some pixel or dots. Okay, and suppose if the character of if the size of the character is large, then when we large our character size, then instead of the here is the 1 pixel, we have to add it as double pixel, and we by adding this pixel, double pixel, the size of the character is large or bold. In a third point or third method is the starburst method. In a starburst method, there are 24 line segments, and by using 24 line segment we draw a character. Okay, in this 24 line segment, whichever part of the character is drawn is highlighted, and whichever part of the character is a highlighted, this the value of this line is 1, otherwise it is 0. Okay, suppose this 11, 12, 1, 13, 14, 6, 7, 8, this edges or this line, the value of this line is 1 and other value is 0. Okay, so in starburst method there is 24 line segments, and by using this 24 line segment we have draw the character. Okay, there is another topic, that is Breseman's circle drawing algorithm. In this Breseman's circle drawing algorithm also used for circle drawing, and it is known as Breseman's circle drawing algorithm. It helps us to draw a circle. In this diagram, first of all, the Breseman's circle drawing algorithm will find out the nearest pixel, which pixel is nearer to our boundary of the circle is to find out in a Breseman's circle drawing algorithm. So here is some cases. In case 1, both the A and B points are lying inside the curve, then both the F and B, A and B are less than 0. So which point is selected? There is a point is selected. In the case 2, here is B point which is lying inside the curve, but the point A is lying on the curve. Okay, so in this, which point is selected, which point is nearest to our curve? There is A. Okay, in case 3, curve passing through in between the point A and B, so B is less than 0, then so we are selecting the point A. In this case 4, there is a point B lying in a curve, but point A is outside the curve, so A is greater than 0 and B must be equal to 0. In case number 5, both the points are outside the curve, and these are greater than 0, and the B point is nearer to our curve. So there is a conditions of a circle. There is a basic equation of the circle is r square is equal to x square plus y square. So xy is less than 0, then the point is inside the circle boundary. Xy is equal to 0, the point is on the circle boundary, and xy is greater than 0, then point is outside of the circle boundary. Okay. So here in the figure there is a 3 points, that is P1, P2 and P3. This P3 point is, there is x and y coordinates are xk plus 1 and yk. Because of here is P1 point xk and yk. This P3 point is increased by 1. That's why the x coordinate is increased, and here is this one is the point P2. These coordinates are xk plus 1 and yk minus 1, because of x is incremented and y is decremented. So yk and yk minus 1. Okay. Here is the distance between point P3 and circle boundary is d1, and P2 and circle boundary is d2. Distance between P3 to circle boundary is d1, and P2 to circle boundary is d2. Then after that, the d1 is equal to x square plus y square minus r square. d2 is equal to x square plus y square minus r square. This is the formula. The value is positive because the point is outside the circle. The value is negative because the point is inside the circle. This d2 point is inside the circle, and this d1 is the outside of the circle. Because of that's why here is the x plus 1 square y square, and here is xk plus 1 y square plus yk minus 1 bracket square minus r square. Okay. So simplification of this equation, we get there is two conditions, that is dk is less than 0. If the dk is less than 0, then yk plus 1 is equal to yk. dk is greater than 0, then yk plus 1 is equal to yk minus 1. This d0 is the d1 plus d2. The algorithm of Bresson circle drawing is, first one is the start. Second step is the x1 is equal to 0, y1 is equal to r. The step number 3 is d0 is equal to 3 minus 2 into r. Step 4, initial coordinates are xk and yk. Next coordinate are xk plus 1, yk plus 1. There is a condition, if the dk is less than 0, then x and y coordinates are xk plus 1 is equal to xk plus 1, yk plus 1 is equal to yk. If the dk is greater than 0, then x coordinates are xk plus 1 is equal to xk plus 1, and yk plus 1 is equal to yk minus 1. Okay. And the sixth step is, if the center coordinate is not the origin, then we will draw the point as x coordinate is equal to xc plus x1, y coordinates is equal to sc1 plus y1. Okay, then stop. So in this session we will complete the revision session of our second topic. Thank you so much. Here is, in this session, complete the all second topic, that is raster scan graphics. Thank you.